Welcome the students of class 7. Welcome to our social science geography class. And today in this class we are going to discuss the another subunit from your geography book, chapter number 7. So the name of the subunit is transport, and transport is the second subunit as per your book. The first one, it is the settlement, and I have already discussed before long ago about the settlement. So inside the transport there are some divisions, and the first divisions and the first point inside the transport is the roadways. I am going to discuss now. So it is present in page number 49 to 50. Okay, so let's begin. So what is transport? You have to know first. The transport is the means by which people and goods move. You know that. So in long ago, in the early days, when people don't have so many modern ways of transportation, then they had to walk or use animals to carry their goods or commodities from one place to another place. Okay, but in the modern ages, after the invention of wheel, what happened? You know, you have already read in history class, in class 6, that how did the invention of wheel change the entire scenario, and the wheel make transportation easier, and different means of transportation also developed through the course of time. And today in our world there are semi high speed trains are there, high speed and semi high speed trains, some metro railways, like cars, like buses, the bikes, the bicycle, auto rickshaw, okay, the e-rickshaw, all of this type of things, as well as the aeroplane available. And with this different type of transportation, with the different means of transportation, we can move one place to another very easily. And the latest addition of this list of transportation, the means of transportation, that is the hyperloop. So what is hyperloop? Hyperloop is a vehicle that carries passengers through a vacuum tube using the magnetic power. So from one place to another place using magnetic power in a raised vacuum tube, the cubicle or the vehicle, they move. Okay, but the hyperloop is in very initial stage in our modern world, and in India it is also started its trial run. So it is very the initial stages. So I hope in the future it will be very much popular in our country. So but except this type of modern means of transportation, today also some people used animals, mainly in the village areas and mountain regions, where transportation and communication was not so advanced, and making the roads and railways are very difficult in the mountain region. So that's why the people living in the mountain region use the donkey, the mules. Mule is one type of a horse-like animal, half horse and half donkey. Okay, it's that kind of animal. And as well as in village areas, bullocks is a very necessary animal, and people use bullock carts today also to transport the paddy from the paddy field and other crops, as well as the other goods from one place to another place. And as well as camel is very common in the desert region to carry goods and people. In Andes mountains there are another type of animal that is called llama. It is a camel type of animal. These llamas also used for transportation, and in Tibet, yaks, or one type of bullock like animals with big fur, this type of animals also used for transportation. And you know that today airplane, it takes 6 to 8 hours to travel from India to Europe. So it is very easy today to travel from one country to another country, but long ago it is very difficult. People had to travel through the ships, and from India to Europe it took almost months, 2 to 3 months to travel. So now, what are the major divisions of the transport? In our modern world, the transportation also divided into four parts: the roadways, the railways, waterways, and airways. So first of all, we are going to discuss the roadways. That the most commonly used means of transport, especially for short distances, are roads. We are, and you have also used roads. Okay, when you have arrived in the schools, you are coming schools. You are coming schools, so you also use the roads. And roads are mainly two type: metal road and unmetal road. Okay, so roads are two type: metal road and unmetal road. Metal road and unmetal road. Okay, and the plains have the dense network of roadways because it is easy to construct roadways in the plain area. But it is difficult to establish roads in the mountain regions and mainly between the forests and deserts. But though today, with the help of modern technology, people also made roads between the forests, high mountains, and deserts. The Manali Leh. Manali is a place in Himachal Pradesh. So Manali and Leh is the capital, of Ladakh, the newly formed Union Territory. So Manali Leh Highway is in the Himalayan mountains, is one of the highest roadways in the world. It is also called National Highway 3. Okay. So now you have to know first what is national highways. So all the roadways in India, they are divided into many categories, and mainly two major categories are there: the national highway and the state highway. The national highways are the highways that were built and maintained by the central government and National Highway Authority. And National Highway 44, it is the longest national highway in India. Previously, it was known as National Highway 7 from Varanasi in Uttar Pradesh to Kanyakumari, Tamil Nadu. But today it was extended up to Srinagar to Kanyakumari and renamed as National Highway 44. This is largest among them all. So the latest development in India in the transportation, that is the construction of expressways. What is expressway? That some roadways, that 5 lane to 10 lanes roadways, which are made for faster communication, and there are a lot of expressways also developed in different parts of our country, such as the Durgapur Expressway in Bengal, the Kona Expressway, okay, as well as the Yamuna Expressway between Agra and Delhi in North India. So what is, and as well as except this, the Golden Quadrilateral project, it also finished the Golden Quadrilateral. It also connects the 4 major metropolitan cities of India: Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, and Kolkata. And it is Golden Triangle. It looked like this. Okay. So if I draw the map of India, it is connect the 4 major cities of India like a diamond shape. So roads also built underground, and these are called subways or underpasses. So you may have seen in the subways or underpasses in Howrah railway station, and there are a lot of flyovers also built over raised structures to avoid the traffic jam in different parts of the country as well as the world, mainly in the big metropolitan cities. Okay students, so that's it from the subunit transport and the first unit in roadways. Okay, so next class we are going to discuss about the railways and waterways. So thank you for watching. See you in the next class with another subunit.